Alright, and welcome back to part 2. I've managed to get my way back up to kind of where we were. We were fucking up these guys. I think last time I might have just been firing a lot too... like a lot of shit way too quick.
Don't forget your special weapon.
You seem to get quite a bit.
Fox 3.
Okay, no, this is the special weapon trial, so maybe I'm not exactly where I was again, but still, I'm close enough.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2. Not too shabby, Mage 2.
I'm way too...
You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Yeah. I've got more notches on my belt.
This is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits. Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort. Oh, their trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off.
Calm down, Dick.
Mage 1,
It's just a
make sure he
storm.
doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
The amount of absolute radio chatter is ridiculous on this. Alright.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Oh, I didn't get to do it as cool this time.
Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones?
Alright.
Verify.
Whoop, missile locked on me.
The kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs.
Alright, is that yellow? I'm assuming that... yeah, it is. Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh. That arrow in the middle of my screen's like pointing to the next target. Oh. I don't know if I could do this in VR. There, boom, get destroyed. That turning just on my little screen, man. Woo. Alright, so no, this is where we're up to. We're finally back there again. Yeah, because there was those guys at the south and these guys up here. Alright. Well, I'll do... oh... no, I won't do 4M. Alright, I'll go for the target. I don't know if I'm the only... like, I'm supposed to be the only one taking out this stuff. And I'm supposed to let those guys... come on. Woo! Alright.
Hit by a missile.
Not enough of that though. Can I slow right down, spin around? Come on. Get him. Yes. Alright.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
Let's take these guys down. I got 2 4Ms. If I...
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
let's go...
Roger that.
we'll go support Golem for a bit. We'll take out the targets. Hopefully 2 of these 4Ms should be enough to... yeah. Alright. Woo. Alright. Let's swing back around because this is...
Keep your focus. You got this.
that's what fucked me up last time. Coming in way too hot on the ass of someone. Alright. Where are you, big boy? There you are. Nope. Yep.
Fox 2.
Just like that, boys.
It's a Golem and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down.
Woohoo!
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I'm flying, Ma. I'm a real pilot.
Going Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
I mean,
I gotta side with the boss man on this.
what do you think I'm gonna do?
Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Oh, that's me. Who was that?
Princess Rosa Gusette Delise of the Kingdom of Uresea.
Alright, time for a bit of story.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
What is this now?
Mage 2, clear for takeoff.
Oh, you can
Situation is tight.
watch your mission, eh? That's pretty cool.
We have faith in you. Good luck.
I don't really care about that. I don't need to see me running up the arse of another plane. I mean, that was just embarrassing, really. Hey,
We are
trophy.
currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk.
That's a shame.
We know the attacking bogies were from Uresea. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Usian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
I'm thinking we did. I'm thinking single-handedly, you know, this war is ours against these evil scum with their drones. Goddamn drones shutting down airports and shit. The aircraft tree's been unlocked in campaign mode. Woohoo! And I can upgrade parts. Very nice. Very nice.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Uresea has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely.
Bastards.
The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Uresea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Uresea, on the continent of Uresea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office
The fuck
of
is
the
a
Osean
space
Federation
elevator?
has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Fuck, that's not good. You don't want that collateral
The
damage
world
on your
was
hands.
screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Uresea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Uresea, paid for by the Oseans.
I was gonna ask why.
President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Uresea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over.
Okay.
Uresea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom.
I was wondering why that was built so close to the enemy
When
territory.
they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Kudos to them.
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared.
Probably got shot in
Then,
space.
while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Uresea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Okay, so now we're caught up to where she was, and we just got caught in the crossfire, it seems. I'll tell you what, man, these
In
continents...
case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
These country names are way too similar.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too.
Of course they were.
We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Uresea, on the opposite side of the Usean continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate.
Yeah, it sounds like a typical
Its
military
gun was
base.
aimed at the yard. This was a prison.
Oh.
This place looked like a full-on base.
Yo, we gonna prison break?
But half the tanker trucks were just big balloons. And the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie.
Prison break in a fighter jet? Yeah?
The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape.
Yes.
They found out
No!
and set the dogs on me.
Not the dogs. Not the doggos. You can't go hurting no doggos. Charge the enemy. Yeah, as I was saying, these continent and country names are way too close for me to like pick up who's who. I'm assuming the Oceans are bad, from what I remember. I'm gonna need like a I'm gonna need a map or something on my second monitor.
To the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usean continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Uresea are currently appearing throughout Uresea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military.
That's wicked.
After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns.
Okay. So it's got something to do with
Whoever has
energy.
control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent.
Because I was gonna ask, what the
We
fuck
cannot
could you
turn a
use this
blind eye to
base
this
elevator
critical
for?
situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops.
Yep.
The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them.
Can do.
They should not pose much of a threat.
Well, they're famous last words, aren't
However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
they? Hey, did you see me in that last mission? All we had was air superiority. Alright, so we've got Vehicle. Trigger Clown and Golem 3 and 4. Oh, sorry, and Knocker and Brownie. We just don't know who Golem 3 and 4 are. Alright, easy enough. You can... That sentence makes no sense. You can, to obtain aircraft weapons and aircraft parts at the aircraft tree to gain the upper hand in missions. Oh. Points awarded depending on your performance in missions and matches. They can be exchanged for new aircraft, special weapons, and upgrade parts on the aircraft tree. You receive them in campaign mode for each mission you complete and in multiplayer mode for each match you play. The better your performance, determined by completion time, number of kills, probably lack of deaths, the more points you can obtain. Use the MRP to obtain more powerful aircraft weaponry. Yep. Items on the aircraft tree are connected by lines. Sure are. To unlock an item, you usually need to unlock the item before it or on the same line. Before it on the same line. Some items, however, require you to meet certain conditions before you can gain access to them. When you acquire a new aircraft, you will automatically be given a special weapon, but the remaining two need to be purchased. Spend your points wisely as you cannot dispose of any aircraft. Okay, so there's no trading it back in for your points. Some aircraft and special weaponry are better suited to anti-air combat, others to anti-surface. The key is to choosing the right one. Aircraft types. Fighter. Boasts excellent maneuverability, ideal for air-to-air combat. The multi-role adapts well to a variety of combat situations. And the attacker is good for anti-surface. Alright, fighters in the air, multi-roles for if we want air and ground, which is probably what we're going to take on this mission. And the attacker is excellent for anti-surface. Air-to-air for dealing with aircraft, air-to-surface, and other possess characteristics that belong to neither of the above. Alright. Parameters. Speed refers to as flight speed. Mobility refers to the maneuverability. Stability's reliability. Pretty self-explanatory. Aircraft, special weaponry, and upgrade parts have varying costs that only apply multiplayer mode. Okay. So that does not affect me at all. I'm assuming that this is now the possible trees I can follow. We currently have 51,000. I can enhance the acceleration. Or do I already have that? I think I already have that, is what that's trying to tell me. Alright. You cost a lot. You cost a lot. You cost 65. Okay, so we got to, what is this? Your enhances aircraft your maneuverability. Holy shit, this this is a intense tree. Oh, and fuck, that goes deep. Alright. And there's quite a bit along the way as well. It goes a lot deeper than I thought, that's for sure. Bombs that home in and lock on target, designed to explode once they have penetrated the target's armor. They are potentially devastating. And these are air-to-air burst missiles. If they're about to be evaded, they will explode. Ooh. Even if it's not a direct hit, so they're useful against agile aircraft. Fuck it, I want to give those Sassums a go. Alright, and I have this? Is that what that means? I assume it's briefing aircraft tree. I'm assuming it's in this next menu here. Can I add a part? How can I add a part? Preview? No, that's just looking at it. Is it in the aircraft tree? Display off. Guide. I already read all this. Okay. Do I just have this? Like, okay, I'm just assuming I have it. I'll have a look a little bit later to see if it's something else I'm missing.